In this maintenance vlog, we're going to be going through my truck update for the month of October. Let's get into it. Wow, so here's the catch. I don't actually have any items to discuss. There were no maintenance items completed in the month of October and no modifications made. I'll just take you on a little tour of the truck and kind of how it sits, current mods, and some of the stuff I'm thinking about for the future. Like some of the things that are coming up that I know I'm going to be taking care of, because 200K for maintenance is a fairly significant milestone. Let's go take a walk. Okay, one of the first things that I'm kind of looking at in the next few months is tires. So these right about now, these Michelin Defenders have about 6 30-seconds. And I bought them with 13 30-seconds. Now, normally I wouldn't be super concerned about where these are at, given where the wear bars are at, but winter is coming. In fact, winter is already here in a large portion of the United States. Colorado is getting buried, and so is Utah. And my wife and I are headed back out to Colorado in January. So I'm not exactly sure what I should do. What do you think I should do? It's like, 6 30-seconds you could really probably run for the winter, because I'm probably not going to be doing more than like 3,000 miles a month. But even if I do 3,000 miles a month, that means I need to get probably another 5 to 10,000 out of these things. So I don't know. As far as brakes go, brakes are pretty good. I'll probably check them again when I do my 200,000 mile maintenance items, but we did the front brakes this spring, and then the back brakes I did like early in 2023. I think it was like March, and so they still work fine. They probably only have, these rear brakes probably have about 100,000 on them, but meh. Now, probably the next most urgent thing that I'm going to need to be doing, in addition to the tires, is the shocks. So these Fox 2.0s that you see here have 100,000 miles on them. Yes, you heard that right. I put these on in 2022 before I started the channel, when the truck only had about 85,000 miles on it, and the truck now has almost 190. So these really have over 100,000. So yeah, I don't know, over 100,000 on shocks, and Fox says you're supposed to rebuild them every 50K. It's like, whoopsies. But I don't really know how you're supposed to do that. Like, am I gonna take all 4 shocks off and just park my truck for 2 weeks while Fox rebuilds them? I guess I could buy a cheap pair, put those on, and then put these back on, but it's just not super easy to do. So I don't know. I got a noodle on the whole suspension thing. Was thinking I might try the AccuTune suspension reservoir shocks, because I don't want to do a full leveling kit just because I really don't have the money for that. So it's like, if I could just do shocks again but get something that performs a little bit better, that would be sweet. All right, now we're under the truck, because this is going to be where most of my maintenance is going to be when I get to 200K. So I need to change my transmission fluid, my transfer case fluid, both differentials, my coolant, power steering, and I'm probably going to bleed my brakes. So yeah, especially if I'm buying AMSOIL fluids, it's like there's about $500 just in fluids. And I'll probably hire my brother, who many of you have met, to help me. And so, there's his labor plus my time. So definitely a significant investment to get everything sorted and where I want it in the next 10K. And then, of course, there's the hitchhiker behind me, and I am going to be doing a separate video on this, a build update, if you will, because you'll notice, I don't know if you can see that, kind of, not really. I did add solar panels with the help of the guys at Tusca, which was awesome. So yeah, I'm definitely getting the interior of this thing sorted, because it was very bare bones. I pretty much slept on the floor, and so we're adding some more creature comforts, if you will, to make sleeping in this and camping in this a bit more fun and comfortable. And as tradition dictates, mileage is 189,794. All right, I think that's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you next week here on Power Stroke Maintenance. Cheers.